Welcome everyone to the first of our playoff matches. Tonight's round one of the quarterfinals in our winners bracket. So it'll be just got attacked by a cat. I'm sorry. It'll be best out of three tonight. With the loser falling into our losers bracket, and they will get a chance to play again the loser from Tuesday's best out of three round. So then the winning teams will move on to the semifinals, and then in the finals, the way it works is the loser from the winner from the semifinals and the winners bracket will then play the overall winner from the losers bracket. So if a team loses here, they get a second chance. But tonight will be a best out of three, so potentially it's only a two-game night. We will have to wait and see. But we should be just about ready to get the first round going, or the first game of the first round going.
Right, and I don't know if you actually mentioned which teams were playing tonight. I heard you say.
Why would I say that? That's not important in any way.
I heard you mention how the tournament, the rest of the tournament's going to be set up, but the matches tonight are Sex Panther and 12th Legion Fulminata. So we're already getting a go-ahead from 12th that they're ready. Let's see if Sex Panther's ready. If they are, we can get started. Alright, let's see who is what place does every person play typically? We can go over, since this is starting with a new bracket and the the quarterfinals, I guess. So on Team Sex Panther, we've got Grandma, who is typically, not always, obviously this can change, typically plays jungle. We've got Thinkar, who is typically the AD carry. Mage My Day, that's a good name, by the way, is typically Sex Panther's mid. Focket is typically their top. And I guess Zoidberg, he actually doesn't have a place, so I guess he typically does support. Not 100% sure there. And for 12th Legion, we've got Keto, who usually plays support. I'm So Tender, which is usually their jungle. Fallen Suns, which is usually their mid. See You Space Cowboy, which is usually their top. And
Also a good name.
That's a great name. XTC Bojangles is usually their AD carry. And we're on to the banning phase. So this is going to be interesting tonight, because we're going to see a group of champions banned in this match, and then once both teams get a feel of how the other is playing, I'm curious to know if we're going to see some different bans in the second match. So we've got Talon ban.
We very well might, especially if if one of the teams plays a very successful champion in this first match, something that they wouldn't want to play against again.
Right. So they've got a Talon ban, Rengar ban, both assassins, Navai ban. I can understand all three of those. Talon's probably the one I'd be least afraid of that group of three, because Vi just is such a strong jungler, and then Rengar just appears on you, and actually Talon does too. Rengar and Talon are both assassins, so that makes sense. But I think out of those two assassins, I feel like Rengar probably is a little bit worse. Well, worse as in harder to fight. But that's just me. And for the other three bans, we've got Quinn, Heimerdinger, and Kale. Quinn has been banned a lot lately. I know they came out with a new skin with her, and a lot of times they do that and they pair that with like some updates for the champion. So I'm pretty sure some of the updates that came out have made her a lot better than she used to be.
Oh, we've got Teemo locked in. Woo!
We have not seen much of Teemo, so I'm really happy to see this.
I feel like we haven't seen a lot of Ezreal either.
No.
Maybe we have. Oh, it's already turning out to be an interesting night.
Yeah, it is. Some of the last two bans, Heimerdinger, his turrets can be really annoying, and Kale, really annoying champion, is melee by default, but can become ranged using one ability for a brief time, and then on top of that, invulnerability for the ult. That's irritating, and totally understand that ban as well.
Picks coming out quick today. Jax picked up 2 for 12th Legion. And we're also going to see a Kassadin and a Maokai tonight. I feel like Kassadin's another one we've seen banned a bit. I guess I could be wrong.
Members, you might want to check the stream real quick. I'm not sure if we're still live.
The screen blacked out real quick, mainly because I'm an idiot.
Good to know. All right,
I fat fingered the key to change scenes and switched us to a blank scene. So, my fault. Ooh, are we gonna see if this locked in too?
Fizz and Jax, two annoying champions, and both of them are on the same team. Cassadine's a really, he's kind of a really good pick for to go against Ezreal because they both have their flashes. So I really kind of get that.
I'm gonna throw it out there too that Teemo's a really annoying champion as well.
Yeah, but I don't know. For being an annoying champion, he's just really not one that causes a lot of trouble.
That's true. It's more the mushrooms are annoying.
And even those, they are really important because they give sight throughout the entire map. But at the same time, there's so many times when I've played with a team on the team where we're like, "Come on, walk onto a mushroom, and die," and they don't. So I'm gonna kind of say that Teemo is not as annoying as is actually. I would say almost not that annoying. Pretty strong champion though. For both, you can play him AD carry or APC as ability power.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I'm not really sure where we're gonna see all the lanes file out.
Maokai should be jungle.
I mean, no,
Kassadin
yeah,
is usually mid.
It's pretty obvious.
Well, I mean, blue team's a little bit more obvious, I think. Just because Kassadin usually mid. Though Teemo could be.
Well, that's what I'm wondering mainly. Who are they going to send mid, Teemo or Kassadin?
Leona's obviously going to be bottom with
right.
Jinx.
You would assume the other one would be top lane.
Right.
Not sure how Teemo goes top lane.
Ezreal's going to be bottom with... Ooh. Interesting. So Jarvan's jungle, Jax is probably going to be top, Fizz mid, and Karma's going to support Ezreal bottom.
Yeah.
So that's most likely.
That one's pretty clear cut.
Yeah, that's most likely the case. Also, I'm basing this off of the meta, which can obviously change. I've seen actually even this LCS I heard about a weird
Well, they've been doing a lot of
double
like,
jungle
yeah,
setup.
like
And,
double jungle. So the top laner goes in the jungle then, and then they swap, and you wind up with like a 2v none lane. And I really don't like it. Because it's like basically one team then is deciding, if they swap around their lanes, they sort of decide to give up the first dragon and things like that, and it's, I don't know, I don't know where that meta came from, and I really, personally, I don't like it. I think it's stupid. But that's just me.
well, I liked my favorite version of the double jungle was two jungles simultaneously, and they actually work off of top jungle and bottom jungle instead of. I should say left jungle and right jungle, rather, instead of top and bottom jungle. And the thing I really like about it is that the whole team will rotate simultaneously. So if top needs help, top jungle goes top to help, mid goes into the top jungle, and then the bottom jungle goes mid, and like they just sort of shift around a bit. And then the only downside to that is each lane only has one person in it, and it leaves them really open for ganks. So the idea, on top of being double jungle in that setup, you have to shut down the other team's jungle really quickly. Which you can do because you're getting the shifted support from mid or top, or mid or bottom to take out the enemy jungle. Ooh, let's check out the skins. So we've got Cottontail Teemo, really good skin. Festival Cassadine, that I haven't seen yet. And somebody picked up Goalkeeper Maokai. I've been wanting to see how this looks, so I'm happy that somebody did grab that. And for the purple team, Classic Karma, Classic Jarvan, Striker Ezreal. So we got another soccer
Bunch of the World
skin.
Cup skins.
Yeah, and we've got Jaximus skin and Void Fizz again. Void Fizz is used a lot. I kind of wish that it was switched up a little bit. I think the skin's pretty neat. It's not my favorite. I think every night that he's played, which he's played most nights, I mentioned I like the Fisherman Fizz, but even just switching up to any of the other ones would really be nice.
So anyway, real quick, I've been catching up on the World Cup some because I do actually enjoy soccer sometimes. So while we're waiting, this is funny, I think, even if you're not a soccer fan. I watched the first match of the World Cup tonight, which I had missed. The first goal of the World Cup this year was scored on Brazil by Brazil. I feel like that's got to be some kind of record.
Interesting.
Yeah, I thought so. But anyway, League of Legends.
We've already got a few comments in YouTube here. Sounds like Paulie says that Cass and Teemo are very easily gankable lanes. I can see that. I think Cassadine's going to be less gankable because he actually has some pretty good retreat with his teleport. Teemo has a speed up to escape, but any number of things can stop him, like Jarvan's ult. So that's true. Teemo's gonna have to rely a lot on his sight from his mushrooms, I think.
Oh, and real quick for tonight, one other change you'll see in the overlay on the broadcast is that now there are tiny little numbers in blue and purple up by the team names, and that is a counter we'll have throughout the playoffs when we're doing these like best of 3 rounds. obviously just
30
to
seconds
update,
until minions
what
spawn.
team has the advantage in the second round. Okay, the Saprolings are soccer balls. That was cool.
I did like that. So it looks like Grandma's setting up to get
Minions
blue
have spawned.
in their jungle. And for purple, we've got Ezreal and Karma waiting for their blue to show up. I'm not sure if they're going to grab it or if they're just going to help out Jarvan for getting it. That's probably the case. Jungles usually need that, but I have seen before them giving it to one of the laners to give them an advantage. But again, it's usually also mid lane that they do that with. Oh, Ezreal and Karma left Jarvan. I thought they were going to do a little bit more to help out. Teemo's taking some early poke at Jax. He's going to need to do that because Jax is a strong top laner. Karma takes a little damage there, but not much. And looks like she's using her first health pot. Jax is down below half health. He's using a health pot right now. But Teemo's doing a good job at putting pressure on him. And
Yeah, Teemo is beating him back a bit.
yeah. Well, he needs to shut Jax down early game because otherwise he's gonna have a hard time.
Yeah, that's
Jarvan
exactly
came up
right.
to help out, and Teemo's in trouble. Jarvan actually might be able to kill him. Teemo used a health pot, and he's running, but it looks like Teemo's able to get it.
He's gonna get
away.
close enough to that turret to worry Jarvan enough.
Jarvan tries to hit him one last time. Good job delaying Teemo though. And then we've got some action in mid. It looks like Fizz is taking on Castle and Castle. They're both really low. And then
in comes
Maokai jumps
Maokai.
in. And
This is
he gonna
probably
be
gonna
able
go
to
down
take out
here.
Fizz? And Fizz goes down. Grandma gets the kill.
Oh, and now we're moving on to some action in the bottom lane. Karma taking a lot of poke, but they're gonna get away from that one just fine.
Ezreal's now gonna have to defend both. Oh, Karma's sticking around. I saw that Karma was teleporting back at first. Teemo already has come back, done some damage to Jax, and Jax
Serious
is in trouble.
damage to Jax.
Jax is going to have to beat again. And this is exactly what Mage My Day is hoping for.
Yeah, they need to shut down that Jax early. They do not want to let him get rolling.
Oh, I see we have a pause. Was there a disconnect somewhere? Oh, I guess they're wondering about lag. Oh wow, somebody said they're having like 10-second delays.
A summoner
Um,
is disconnected.
So it looks like it's Zoidberg is gonna disconnect and probably restart, see if that fixes the issue. I will say no. I think on that team, Zoidberg is one of the people that has the most issues, and usually relogging in solves that. So I hope that's the case here. Oh, apparently his lag was so bad that his gold wasn't even showing up after things were dying. So yeah, that's definitely an understandable reason to uh, to log out and log back in.
Yeah, it's strange.
A summoner has reconnected.
Grandma has
Got
pointed out that he
reconnected?
has a sweet Maokai skin, and I'm gonna have to agree on that.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
I'm trying to think of my favorite one, and the only one that comes to mind, aside from the classic one, because the classic one's really good, is the Christmas tree one. It may only be suitable for certain times of the year, but it's such a good skin for Maokai.
Looks like we're going to come back.
Fizz leaps on Cassadine. Cassadine hits back though, and Fizz is at about half health right now.
Okay, he's gonna have to be careful. When he's jumping in on him.
Cassadine keeps putting up a shield though, just as he's doing that, so he's really not taking much damage from it. Fizz is awfully low. I'm surprised he's not backing because Cassadine's doing good.
He was just pinging the
chunks of
turret, I think,
damage.
calling for some help.
And Jarvan's coming up too. If he can bait him into trying to do a tower dive or something like that. And Cassadine takes a little bit of hits from him, but he's able to back out. Excellent escape from Cassadine.
A lot of Cassadine having to go back here is at least giving Fizz a chance to get in some farm
catch up on the
and
CS,
not be
yeah.
beat up a little bit. Jinx is out farming Ezreal by quite a bit. She's 20 more CS than Ezreal has right now. And that's with Leona grabbing 10 of them.
Right. Okay. Jax just leapt on the Teemo, did a half damage to him, but then he had to run off because Teemo was off of it. The stun wore off on Teemo, and he did almost half back to him. And Teemo hits him with poison just to
Jax
knock
is a
him
bit
back
tankier
down to half.
right now too. A bit more health than Teemo does.
Oh, they leap on the Ezreal. Is he able to get out? Leona's on him, and
Ezreal's gonna...
Leona almost goes down from the tower, but they're able to get both, and they're just gonna start taking out the minions and pushing that tower, I think.
Jax is seriously low again up in the top lane.
Oh, they're actually going back. Smart move for Leona, and probably a good move for Jinx as well, since Jarvan.
And Jarvan's coming to protect that turret. Fizz is still pushing his way in on Cassadine, but he's not getting a whole heck of a lot for it.
I see he has his all of his abilities now and is able to dodge. Oh, and an ult on Cassadine. Is Cassadine going to go down though?
Got a shield up.
This is really low. No, he's able to escape. Wow, they're both really low. Fizz has used his ult, but he has his dodge.
Got some pings in the jungle. Here comes Maokai again. They're on to Fizz.
And
Gonna
he
go
goes
down again.
now. Fizz got greedy. And he stuck around. Is Cassadine going to be greedy though? Jarvan shows up and he's able to move out of there too. So, like I said, it's hard for anyone to pin down Cassadine because of that teleport.
Sex Panther
he has.
started the jungle. Or the dragon.
Leona taking a lot of damage. And oh, up top, Teemo's at half health. He's doing some damage to Jax. Jax is down now at about a third health, and that was unexpected. Jax just did so much burst on the Teemo, and once that stun wore off, the Teemo did it right back, if not more.
I honestly just don't know where to look at this match. There is so much going on. Can't take your eyes off any of the lanes for a second.
That's correct. Oh, we've got Jarvan sneaking up on Teemo. Is he going to be able to get him? He's been fairly successful at least doing a lot of damage to Teemo. And
Jax is coming back. Oh, he's got Teemo locked up. He flashes out.
Teemo, that was a good escape, but now he's used his flash.
Burned his flash.
He's not going to be able to do that again later. Obviously, he needed to do it then, but he's having a hard time to getting away from Jarvan when he shows up top.
And the question
Cassadine showing some
Cassidyne's back
fear
a little.
for Fizz right now.
Well, but Maokai's right in the wings in the jungle, so they might be trying to bait him in a little bit there. Oh, they're on Nikito in the bottom lane. Karma's gonna go down again.
Maokai's running
Fizz
towards
would be alright,
Fizz. And Cassadine's gonna go back now.
Bottom lane is just run past this turret after
Ooh,
Ez.
Ezreal, is he gonna be able to make it out?
He's close to the second turret. He's gonna flash. Oh, and here comes Jarvan. Leona's low.
I think Jarvan's gonna be able
Fizz
to
is
get
waiting
this.
in the
Fizz
wings.
is right there too.
Leona's gonna go down.
And Jinx is
Man,
gonna
Jinx
go
hit with
down
Ezreal.
too.
Ezreal got the kill there from way downtown.
They got greedy when they ran past the turret.
Yeah, they really want. They got the kill on the Karma, and they really wanted that Ezreal kill.
Jarvan's gonna push
they're
the
still
bottom
up,
tower.
Okay, he's got a little bit of time before Leona and Jinx come back. Here comes Karma to give him a hand.
Bottom tower goes down. Maokai's just sitting there waiting for a chance to get a Jax, and I wonder if he thinks he's just blending in with the trees. He's probably been seen, but he still just
I think
stands.
so. He's gonna move in on Jax now. He's taking a lot of damage from that turret.
Oh, bad move by Grandma. That was, even with him throwing down his ult to reduce damage, it was under tower, and he had half health, and Jax does a lot of damage.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the thought process behind that one was.
Other team's turret has been destroyed.
Oh, Fizz has ulted Cassadine, and Cassadine's able to make it out.
Karma's about to go down again.
And he just leaps on him, and Fizz takes the kill.
Leona and Jarvan gonna meet up in the jungle. Almost walked right past each other. Comes Jarvan in. They're gonna give up on that chase.
Maokai grabbing red, Jarvan grabbing blue, looks like. Oh, gives it to Fizz, actually. Interesting. I mean, got to see the perspective. We got to see things from announcers, but they were worried about where Jax was. Oh, we got.
Oh, Jinx
Jarvan
locked up, flashes
ulting.
out.
He's now trapped though, and
Jarvan's gonna go
Jarvan
down.
goes down. Fizz is waiting.
Fizz is gonna go down here too.
Goes down too.
That is not the fight they were looking for.
Now,
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
Now that mid turret
Jax
goes
sleeps
down.
on the
Jax
Teemo.
on the Teemo. Teemo's dealing some poison right back though.
and Castine's up
Kassadin.
there too. Is
Jax is gonna go down.
yeah, and wasn't able to get a lot done to either of the opponents, damage-wise. I noticed Teemo's poison was not doing that much to Jax that time. Jax that time. So
Purple team's turret
I
has
think
been
he's been
destroyed.
getting very defensive
Maokai's
against him,
gotta
and
look out here.
Fizz just runs into Teemo, or the other way around, rather.
Gaston drops a word right on his face.
Good idea to abandon that fight because Jarvan was right up there.
And they're both gonna back now. Everyone's got his double buff, seems a little lost. Wandering around hanging out with the dragon. I think we might see a fight develop here at the dragon, both teams coming in for it. Fizz is
Lots of
already
wards
low.
there, a dragon.
Fizz is gonna back and Jax is still up top. Fizz canceled that. Ooh, Ezreal's locked
Fizz
up in the
backs.
middle lane. Or is Jinx gonna get him? Jinx is!
Now is the perfect opportunity to dragon. They should really do it. Maokai started it. I don't know if he's really able to do it himself.
Leon
though,
is
so
coming
he's-
down, and so is Jinx. Jax is chasing Teemo, or Teemo's chasing Jax around in the top lane.
Jarvan is there too, though. I think he's looking at an opportunity to get Jinx. Jinx sees him though, and Fizz is
But
there.
Fizz is in
though.
on the Jinx now.
I'm really worried about
Ezreal's
Jarvan
ultimate
is
comes
right
in.
there. Blue team gets dragon, kills Jarvan, and Fizz tries to get out of there. Maokai's teleport onto him. I don't really have a better way of describing it. He sort of turns into wind and flies towards them. Was able to follow him after the jump, but he was still able to escape.
Teemo's forced Jax in the top lane. Only 8k down in gold right now. Like,
8k at 18 minutes, so
Little
it was
over.
quite a bit.
that is true. Say it's not a huge amount, but the game is starting to feel a
and
bit
Ezreal
snowbally.
goes down.
Wow!
Wow.
That was a lot of health
Everyone
that he
went
lost.
down right then.
Leona has gone down.
Jarvan
did
is in
get that
trouble now.
turret.
He's able to take a lot of damage, so. But I was worried there he wasn't going to be able to make it out. He had to use a flash to escape.
Teemo calling from
Teemo
up top.
signaling he wants help with Jax, and
Jax is gonna jump on him, and Jinx is waiting for him.
got baited
Maokai's been
there.
locked down. That was quick. Ez's ult comes in and
Near
just whips.
hit onto Maokai, which
Maokai and Teemo.
probably Maokai and Teemo, yeah, probably wouldn't have killed him, but it would have been awfully close.
Yeah, just a smidge higher towards that bush.
Right now, blue team has 3 times the number of kills as purple team. I will say the game is certainly not over. It's too early to call anything over. But purple team really needs to start working a little bit better together and win some of those team fights.
Yeah, Sex Panther seems to keep getting the upper hand on 12th in all the fights. Even fights started off looking better for 12th, and Sex Panther was able to turn them around and capitalize on them.
And Sex Panther's also been able to get Dragon only like 2 times, I think.
Yeah, only 2 dragons so far.
But it's still extra gold for the entire team.
And they've got a lot more turret gold coming in as well.
Correct.
So we're looking at like a
Jack's
10k
doing
gold
the right
lead
thing. Jack's doing the right thing, backing up. Very quickly, 4 people were top lane. There's no way he would have been able to survive that. So, I think all he wants to do is just stay up there and farm, and he just can't.
Now,
Because
I spotted Fizz is going to jump away though.
Oh, we got
start
to
the
fight
Baron.
at Baron now. 21 minutes in, wow. Only 4 of them are there. Teemo is the one that's not. But,
Team is on his way. Dropping some wards down. Baron's mostly done without him though. Ezreal's gonna launch his ultimate into the Baron pit, not really get much
but
out of it.
too
And
early.
they're right onto
Wow.
Ez.
And Leona leaps on, kills Ezreal, and the Jinx ult that was meant for Ezreal hits Fizz instead.
Fizz goes down pretty quickly right after that. Cassin's chasing on the Jarvan.
I think as of right now, Jarvan's the only one that they're really worried about, and just because he can take so much damage. Jax is a little bit to worry about, but he lost his laning phase compared to.
See the first
We
inhibitor
got a
turret go
fight now
down.
with Maokai. He's going in, and Jax leaps on and traps Teemo, but Teemo flashes out, and they pick up the inhibitor.
Yeah, that was really bad timing on 12's part when they just showed up at the Baron pit. Like, if they had gotten there a little sooner, they might have been able to get something going. But unfortunately for them, they showed up right as the Baron was just about dead. And, you know, Sex Panther was able to kill the Baron and then leap right onto Ezreal and just destroy him immediately. And I really don't think they expected that much aggression coming from Sex Panther in that direction that quickly.
No, it was instantaneous, and as soon as Baron went down, not only did you see Leona throw her sword to dash
And
onto
Jinx's
somebody,
ulti.
Jinx's ult, and like I said, Ezreal went down, and Jinx's ult just went through Ezreal's dead body and hit Fizz, and the attack just went onto him next. It was just very aggressive.
Ez just vaporized in that fight.
And the gold lead is about 15,000 right now. Ezreal's trying to escape.
Fizz is coming by, but I'm not sure if Fizz could take out Teemo at this point.
It'd be close, you know.
Leona and Teemo are going to sneak up here behind Jax. They've all still got the Baron buff on them.
I think Jackson's pretty easily going to go down here. And he's able to
He's going to
escape.
get away. I love the little egg.
Jarvan leaps on the Maokai.
It's blending in with the bushes. Oh, Ez's ult just misses. Not sure he would have gotten a whole lot with it though. Here comes the rest of the team. Wow, did you know how much damage that Jinx
Karma.
ulti did to Karma?
I can't believe she's
Jarvan
still
dodges
alive.
Leona.
She's so...
Cassid and Ez fighting down in the bottom lane, but the rest of the action's up in the top lane. This top turret's gonna go down fairly quickly.
Has been destroyed.
They'll probably have time to push the next one too, but I doubt they're going to get the
And the bottom
inhibitor.
turret's gonna get destroyed.
Purple
12
team's
just
turret
doesn't seem to know where to go right now with both
Oh,
sides of their
Jinx
base being
is
pushed in.
Jinx is taking down the inhibitors so quickly. Maokai jumps onto
Two inhibitors down.
Jax. Oh wow.
Leona
Jarvan
and Jinx
jumps
locked
in.
up. Jinx takes him out though. But
And
Fizz gets
Fizz
Jinx,
goes down.
and then Cassidon gets Fizz. Super minions are smashing into the Nexus turrets.
They did need to take down Jinx, but I think they're in trouble. And
Sex Panther just has too
Teemo's
many. What
gonna
Teemo is going to go down.
Leona is probably going to want to. Actually, I was going to say that Leona is probably going to want to back up, but if Cassadine can
As another
take
turret
down
down.
the inhibitor, then it'll be worth Leona sacrificing. Looks like nothing that is even going to.
Jinx is
happen.
already on her way back. 19 seconds till Teemo's up. That is 3 inhibitors down.
Jax almost dies again. Cassadine is just. Fizz
Teemo.
goes down. They're chasing Maokai, and I think he's going to be
Trying to get
perfectly
something back.
fine
They
with
are
that.
going to get him.
born soon.
Especially since he led 2 people out of their own base, and they're just going to keep attacking minions there. Jinx is already back
Cassidon is
over.
a monster right now.
Oh, did you see Jinx? She just did 2/3 of Jarvan's health
In no time.
moments.
That first inhibitor's back, but Jinx is on it, so that's going to go down real quick.
Jinx is a glass cannon.
Jax is on the Jinx. Cassidon's there to back her up, though.
I think Jax is going to go down now. Oh,
Jinx missile gets
Jax.
him.
Jax left, but Jinx anticipated that and ulted.
Been destroyed.
Sex Magic has too many weapons right now between Jinx and Cassidon. Things are just getting destroyed.
Yeah.
No inhibitors up right now. 12 can't go anywhere.
Teemo back up, and he's another one of the heavy damage dealers, so I can't see this going on for much longer.
No, between the entire team and super minions from
Yeah,
all 3
Purple Team
lanes.
is just fighting tooth and nail to survive, and
First Nexus Tower is going to go down. The
turret
second
goes
one
down.
is just getting
another inner
destroyed.
turret goes down.
Jarvan got someone
Jarvan
locked up there, but they flashed
is
out.
about to go
Jarvan's going to go down.
He goes down.
Fizz goes down. Jax goes down. Karma goes down. I think.
Ezreal, the only one left. I think that is game.
I would call that game. That snowballed awful quick.
22,000 gold difference.
That's huge. Oh, they got Jax shut down awful quick in the top lane, and they were able to just power through. They just had too many weapons at the end there for 12th to deal with. So now they've
Yeah.
gotten this, we might see some bans coming out, particularly onto players like, I'm blanking on players' names now. On like Zoidbreg, we might see a Jinx ban coming out. Maybe a Cassidon, maybe a Teemo. We'll have to see.
I'd be surprised to see a Teemo ban just because, first of all, he
Yeah.
wasn't the strongest player on the team. He was strong. Don't get me wrong. He performed amazingly well at shutting down Jax. But on top of that, Teemo just isn't used all that often. So he played well, but he might have been able to even do better with somebody else. Who knows? Maybe somebody he's used to playing more often.
Yeah,
So,
I think we'll probably definitely see a Jinx ban and maybe a Cassidon ban coming out though, or we might see them picked away. But I think there's definitely going to be some adjusting from 12th side based on this game. Now, Remember, the sides do flip for the next game, so 12th does have first pick in the next round. We are going to break now for about, it's 8:49, we'll break for about 10 minutes, and then we'll be back for round 2, 9 o'clock. Welcome back. Round match 2, game 2 of round 1 of the
Quarterfinals.
There are far
Yes.
too many numbers right now.
Again, since it's Thursday night, I'm one of your hosts, Holland. Other host is Mambrose.
Hello.
So, just a few moments here. We're going to get the match started. We are just waiting for Sex Panther, but we had a little bit of an issue with getting them the code, so it's understandable why they're running a little late. It's our fault. Or more accurately, Gmail's fault.
I don't know if I would blame Google for anything. I mean, that seems like a bad idea.
Fair point. At the same time, an email from us sent to us with the same domain was marked as spam. So, but you're right. Plus, Google's my friend, so I don't like to say bad things about them.
That's weird. I talk about all my friends badly behind their back. I probably shouldn't have told you that.
I see how it is. All right, everyone is here. Let's see if
Should be getting going
everyone's
soon.
ready. And Zoidberg dropped.
Hoggles is the worst Gangplank NA, according to him.
If I had to guess, Zoidberg might be having issues. Oh no, Zoidberg's here. Who was it? Focket is having issues. Okay. Sorry, it's just an assumption I've noticed. Zoidberg does have I'd say he doesn't have it every match, but he does have more issues than it seems like his other teams with his connection. Usually, like what happened last match, he'll disconnect, reconnect back in, problem solved. So it's not that big of a deal, but I have noticed he does have the connection issues sometimes. What? I really hope Thinkar is joking. Okay, good.
Almost
would've been
perfect
very-
timing.
Yeah, it was. I would have been very upset if he wasn't joking. Looks like though. All right, 12th is good to go, and same with Sex Panther. So looks like we are going to be getting started. Quinn picked very quickly. I said it last, but Jinx picked also. Heimerdinger, wow.
Well, band. Same bands.
Yes.
Quinn and Heimerdinger are
So-
the same bands that we've seen last time, and Talon. Jinx coming out, which that's no surprise after the last match.
Right. Vi, Cassadine also picked. So they were not fans of Cassadine or Jinx that round, it looks like. I see we've got a Caitlyn pick. She is one of my favorite AD carries. At the same time, she used to be a lot better. Then she got really bad. Now she got pretty good again. I've seen her played. She still played pretty often because she does have the longest range for her basic attacks for 17 levels, I think, or maybe it's only 15 levels, I forget. But she has it for a long period of time, and then she becomes second. Tristana, actually.
You know what I find interesting here? Do note that it's Sex Panther that banned Jinx. 12th probably didn't ban Jinx. They might have been thinking about first picking Jinx away from Sex Panther. So Sex Panther then bans Jinx knowing that they're not going to have that first pick, and they don't want to play against Jinx either.
Very good observation there. So what I was saying was Caitlyn has the longest range with her basic until she upgrades her ult for the last time, and then somebody else finally gets a longer range, and that is Tristana. So I don't see them picked against each other very often, but at the same time, not surprised. You're going for a long game strategy at that point with Tristana, but you're taking away their AD carry's one best asset, and it's her basic attack range.
We also have a Skarner locked in too, which is right. That's Skarner.
A champion we haven't seen very often. We've got a Braum locked in, Rengar. Rengar's been really popular. On 12th Legion, he's the third favorite champion of the team. I thought he was up there with Sex Panther, but I guess not.
Are we gonna see Karma and Teemo again from Sex Panther?
Well,
Teemo did really well for them last time.
Teemo did quite well.
Not gonna see Karma again though.
Zyra's strong though. I don't remember if they did any changes to her recently, but I know she used to be able to. This was actually, now that I think about it, before they changed how Dragon works. But she used to be able to take out Dragon with as long as she had blue buff by herself at like level 2 or 3.
Yeah, that seems a little broken.
It was barely, but it was interesting to see. Actually, no, it wasn't by herself. It was it did involve the rest of the team, but still, at level 2 or 3, that's not possible, or at least wasn't back then.
Ooh, a
Now
Kali
the
locked
Dragon-
in. I feel like we haven't seen a Kali a lot. And Pantheon.
You mean Pantheon? Pantheon. He's my brother's probably favorite champion. He is. If you ask my brother what position he's playing, he'll tell you he's playing Pantheon.
Good answer.
Because he can. Oh, and he's not the only one. Obviously, Pantheon is in a weird position where obviously he's best being like a bruiser, but I've seen him played successfully as support Pantheon. I've seen him played obviously bruiser. I've seen him played AD carry Pantheon. So he's oddly very versatile. Just best suited as a bruiser.
I feel like Pantheon and Akali are ones that we haven't seen a lot. And is that what Kazakhs we got locked into now?
Yeah, Kazakhs. It'll be interesting to see.
I feel like
What
the
lanes?
Kazakh's artwork, like the thumbnail, is similar to what the original Nocturne was. Like, didn't they change Nocturne at one point?
I'm not sure, but it
I feel like
actually
every
reminds
time I
me
see that
more
Kazakh's
of
thumbnail, I think of Nocturne.
the recent um, Malphite thumbnail.
I don't like the new Malphite thumbnail.
It's awful. And I
It
love
doesn't look like
playing
Malphite.
Malphite. I know Malphite's my favorite champion, and I see that thumbnail and I just think, who is that? So let's look at the team build this time. Caitlyn, Braum probably are going to go bottom. Rengar's jungle. Um, Pantheon is going to go mid, and Ackley top, possibly. I guess Ackley could go mid also, so and it makes more sense to send Pantheon top, but Ackley is
Yeah, I would think Pantheon.
strong top. And those of you listening may be angry because I keep saying Ackley instead of Akali.
Yeah, that bothers me.
So I tend to use them both pretty interchangeably, so I'll make sure that everyone hates me equally.
Sounds good. Priority.
Tristana, AD carry, bottom, Skarner, jungle, Zyra, support, Kha'Zix, top, Teemo, mid. So that's most likely the case, I think.
I feel like you might be able to do a Teemo top and Kha'Zix mid too.
That's true.
So I think on both sides it could be. I think it could kind of be either or with top and mid.
Mage by Day is what position does he play again? Or was he top lane last time with the?
I think so.
I suppose I could just look. So, by the way, I also saw C Space Cowboy usually plays top. So, I think Pantheon's going to go top. Mage by Day is usually mid. So, Teemo mid. Most likely.
So we're
So
looking
this-
at probably a Teemo Akali matchup and a Kha'Zix Pantheon matchup.
This will be an interesting matchup bottom also. Caitlyn and Braum, they're going to be doing more poke, and Braum's going to be protecting
As long as
Caitlyn
those
a lot
Braum
better.
shields come out right, because I've seen a lot of people drop, even if you look at the LCS players playing Braum, managing to drop the shields like sideways and sort of not in an area where they're very useful.
Right. But the one thing I'll say is Tristana and Zyra are going to have much better minion clear. So we'll see if that works against bottom lane Caitlyn and Braum. And getting ready for my favorite part. See what skins people are playing. Dragon Slayer Braum. I want to say he's been used before, but I haven't noticed. Officer Caitlyn, one of my favorite skins for Caitlyn. Night Hunter Rengar. That's a really neat Rengar skin. Classic Pantheon. You know what? All Pantheon skins are good, so that's okay. And then Blood Moon Akali. Classic Tristana. That's a good one. Classic Skarner. Meh. Classic Zyra. Astronaut Teemo and Mecha Kha'Zix. I do like Mecha Kha'Zix.
Mecha Kha'Zix is cool.
You know, I wish that more people that were playing would do themed teams like Pirates. I mean, it's not a strong team, so I understand they want to do things like win, but
Isn't that what they tell you when you're little, though? That winning's not the most important thing? Except for when it is, which is always?
right. So, but I'd like to see, you know, theme ninjas, pirates, western. You can. There's now a pentakill team.
Well, you also have to make
There's
sure that everyone on your team then owns those skins, which they might not necessarily.
quit ruining my dreams.
I don't buy a lot of skins. I have a couple.
I have dreams and aspirations, and you keep stepping on them.
Yeah, that's sort of what I do.
When you're not making fun of me behind my back.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
And we've started.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
The team breakdown was almost perfect for me. I didn't have to move anyone around to match them up correctly. Well, only had to move one person. Oh, we're going to see him invade here. Caitlyn was just sitting there, and
Take a little
it's a
bit of
good
poke
thing she
there.
backed off, because she would have lost that fight quick.
Yeah, that could have been bad. The entire team goes
30
up here.
seconds until minions spawn.
Braum saying hi. A lot more poke coming out right at the get-go in this one.
I don't know if this was intentional at first, or they threw down the three wards, trinket wards on the same area, but they meant it by the third one.
Minions have
They'll
spawned.
definitely see that spot. Like, guaranteed they'll see that spot.
I think you might be right. Got some Skarner dancing going on. Rengar already taking out red. Skarner just picks up blue.
Pantheon already getting a little bit of damage in on Teemo.
I think Teemo has the advantage here, top, just because he has poison, which is going to be really difficult to for Pantheon. That being said, Pantheon does get his block after every third attack, so that will help with Teemo's basic attacks.
Mid lane's getting feisty too. Trading pretty easy.
Oh, we got jungle invade.
Rengar's
here.
found Skarner.
Rengar on Skarner. Is he going to
There's
be able
that
to take
tower.
him out?
Oh, he's
No,
gonna back
not.
off. Skarner going
Kha'Zix
back
is
in
up
after
there
him?
looking for him now. And he's going to run into him. Kha'Zix has to get out of there.
Oh, there's a Kali coming to help.
She saves Skarner. I mean, not Skarner. Let's hope she doesn't save Skarner. She saves
Couple
Rengar.
close calls there for everyone. Yeah, here's Teemo coming back with that poison damage. Oh, here's Rengar again on the Skarner. Skarner's low this time. Whole lot of nothing gonna come out of that again, though. Kha'Zix is
Kha'Zix on Rengar again. I wouldn't say a whole lot of nothing. Kha'Zix does not have Rengar. Skarner, thank you, does not have red buff, and Kha'Zix. Somebody has 2 red buffs.
Just give up
There
on
we
that
go.
one.
Just give it up on that one. I said all the names, just all the wrong places.
Skarner is a little down. He does have his blue buff.
Tristana having a little extra damage is able to do to Caitlyn, and Zyra too, being able to poke. So this is what I was talking about. They're able to push this team back towards their tower because they have the wave clear. Caitlyn has more poke than the others, but Braum doesn't have much poke, so Zyra and Tristana together have more poke, I think. Also, so just that lane's really just gonna have a hard time.
The top and bottom lanes here for Sex Panther are pushing pretty hard. The opposite in the mid lane, though. Just Kha'Zix being pushed back a bit. Pantheon is back in the top lane. We do have Rengar and Skarner coming in down bottom. Ooh, quick shield from Braum. Skarner still hanging out down bottom.
Rengar has given up. Feels like Skarner's probably left.
Skarner is gonna back off now. That's a lot more time that Skarner wasted sitting there that Rengar gave up on.
Teemo's get more
Rengar's
farm
found Skarner again.
than Pantheon, but Pantheon's holding up pretty well considering.
Ooh, Kha'Zix low in the mid lane, and he's gonna go down to Akali. Did that all on her own. And Rengar's just following
Rengar's
Skarner
chasing.
through the jungle.
Skarner is hating Rengar this game. He's just constantly around his jungle, and he's just not knowing what to do.
Oh, this is 2 for Skarner now. Teemo's got Pantheon
really
pushed
having a
back on
hard
his
time
tower.
figuring out what to do. Rengar taking blue. Oh, maybe. There he is. Zyra at least killing the little jungle minions to reset blue in it for the normal time. Skarner, though, invading Rengar's territory, but not seeing a blue, which is what he was really hoping for since Rengar
Did drop a
took
ward
his.
down there, though.
Yeah, poor me. Does drop a ward, so he's gonna get some vision, which is what he really
Rengar's
needs
gonna grab
against
his
Rengar.
red.
Tino's gonna back off, and Pantheon is gonna try to get some farm here.
We have Kha'Zix
By
running
last
with
hit.
Akali and Rengar waiting in the wings. Back up. Akali's on to Kha'Zix again, though, and doing a lot of damage.
Yeah. Another combo like that, and Akali will be able to do that combo again very soon. Limited only by the cooldown on her abilities and her energy. And I think the cooldown on her abilities are next to nothing.
Holly's in on him again. Sagat is gonna need to be careful. Using the health pot, but Kali is putting out some hurt.
Oh, Rengar is
Oh.
gonna see.
He flashes after him to get the kill on the Skarner. And Teemo
Oh,
just locked up a little bit.
Pantheon's gonna run from Teemo, but Teemo is he gonna go down from Rengar? Is Rengar gonna be able to... Oh,
Wow, Teemo putting out some hurt there too.
Teemo's just leaving a parting gift, it looks like, of lots of damage. And Rengar's gonna want to be now, it looks like,
And
because
Pantheon's low too.
yeah. I believe Teemo was able to do that much by himself.
Teemo was really mean for them in the last round.
Oh, they're dealing some damage to Tristana. They weren't.
Should have Zyra go
Tristana
back.
wasn't in danger of dying, but she was in danger of getting some serious damage to her.
Zyra is on her way back down. Holly's on the... got into turret range though. Rom taking a good bit of damage there. The shield seemed just a little bit off.
But it did still block quite a bit.
It
looks
did
like
block
Rom's gonna
enough.
have to go back.
We have Skarner coming in. The Kali's just gonna walk away.
Good move by Caitlyn there. Being able to use her net to back out.
Kali is low. Oh, watch out. Kali could just destroy him right now. We're close to it. Oh, and Rengar on the Zyra.
Showing up
More than
invisible.
half of her health is gone. Don's gonna help her get out, but here's Pantheon waiting in the wings.
Oh, it looks like he left his tower too soon because Teemo is just going to take that out, I think.
I think they were planning on probably trying to get a kill down here and then grabbing a dragon. Zyra is low.
Blue team's turret has
They
been
are gonna start
destroyed.
dragon. They did lose that top turret though.
I think it's pretty safely theirs.
Dragon.
Zyra is low. Kha'Zix has got to watch out. 3 in the mid lane.
On top of that, he was losing mid lane, so...
Yeah.
Teemo just continuing his
Teemo
push.
is just doing whatever he pleases. And he is safe to do
He
so
thinks
right
he's
now.
Mundoing
Mundo goes where he pleases.
it. Mundo does as he pleases.
Rengar almost taken out by that turret.
Pantheon does a leap. Teemo walks away. Nothing to worry about there. He was
Teemo
just
figured
playing
that
around
was coming.
anyway.
That was a good long push from Teemo.
Despite Pantheon being out of lane for so long, he is not that far behind. He's only about 7, 8 behind, less than that now. 4 from Teemo for...
Teemo is doing a bit of...
Pantheon.
Wow.
Oh, he's gonna... I think he's gonna go down. It's awfully close.
Oh, it's... Oh, there he goes!
Oh.
Just watching the health bar dance back and forth between the health pot and the poison.
That was so close.
I was rooting for him on that one. That really was. They took their first kill back. So, Sex Panther is 2 kills down here. Coming in a game up, though.
Golly,
is
is
just-
just so much damage. Oh, and then
Oh, and here's Rengar. Here jumps
Oh.
onto Skarner, and Akali's on the Skarner. Skarner's gonna go down.
Kha'Zix goes down. Is Akali going to be able to get out of there? No. Oh, yes, she is.
Really?
Wow. I can't believe she made it out of there.
That was so close.
You know, there's a lot of skill involved in doing tower dives like that, but I'm pretty sure
I think that one was a lot of luck.
Rebel team's turret has been destroyed.
And that mid tower is gonna go down, so the towers are evened up. 2K goal ahead, 4 kills up, and a dragon. 12th looking a lot stronger at the beginning of this game than they did in the last.
Yeah. Right now, who do you think is the top player for Sex Panther and top player for 12th?
I'd say
The person that everyone's worried about on each team, I think.
I'm not sure if everyone's worried about Teemo, but they might want to start thinking about it.
I think if they've been paying attention, they should be worried about Teemo.
Braum might go
And
down
Ackley
here.
is the one on the other team, I think.
I think so. Nope, Zyra's gonna go down and Braum's gonna make it out.
Rengar too, though. Oh, so
Rengar
they
is
kind of
getting
have
a
two.
little Yeah.
Well, he's taken out Skarner several times. So it's definitely
I'm not sure the Skarner pick was why.
no. Skarner is more of a late game champion, so we'll see if that picks
They're
up
not
later
careful, they're
on.
not gonna make it to the late game.
Very good point. They really didn't last. Well,
Teemo is
last
just
game
doing
didn't really have
whatever
a
he
late game.
pleases, though. Pushing way up in that top lane again.
Yeah, Pantheon needs a lot of help against Teemo, and he's not really getting it, but they're able to capitalize in their other lanes, I think, so...
Like this time. That Rengar is gonna head away. Yeah, Teemo's the only one really pushing hard right now for Sex Panther. The other lanes are kind of not doing so well.
Teemo
They started
coming
off-
down
they started
towards
off doing
Rengar.
better.
He's gonna want to get out of there because, oh, if Rengar barely makes it out, I think he would have been in a lot of trouble.
Akali was coming to help him. Oh, Caitlyn might go down here. Caitlyn is gonna go down. Getting pinged around between Tristana and those vines.
Braum by
Taking
himself.
another
to
kill
take- to-
back. And they're gonna grab this turret, no
Blue team's
problem.
turret has been
Yeah,
destroyed.
smart move to back off. It didn't have much health.
Teemo is pushed way up there. Feels very safe. He does have a ward nearby in the jungle. Rengar down to help. Oh, Pantheon's back. Man, Teemo's almost taken out that second turret in the top lane all on his own.
He's doing a really good job at split pushing.
It's an amazing job at split pushing early on, too. Looks like we have a party going on in mid lane now, too. Oh, Pantheon's going to run into Teemo now. Wow.
Oh,
A lot of damage coming out from Pantheon, but a lot coming out from Teemo, too.
Yeah, and Pantheon, once he gets through his combo, he immediately starts
Oh,
to
Zyra
run.
is going to get destroyed. And on to Skarner.
Rampage.
Tristana,
And Tristana.
goes down, and oh,
And
is
Kha'Zix
gonna make it out?
is going to make it out. No, but here comes
but there's
Caitlyn's
a-
ulti.
Doesn't take him out. Kha'Zix escapes.
Just barely alive.
Now, Pantheon doesn't have to win his fight against Teemo right now. He just has to survive. And if he does that, okay, Teemo's going back.
That's an open mid lane. Both their turrets down.
Smart move if they can get Dragon.
They are going to grab a dragon again. That's 2 dragons now. Oh, they're backing off though.
Oh, that's actually a smart move. They probably have
They were
have
low.
wards
That
set
that
up.
fight would not have gone well. Oh,
They saw him though, and
are on no.
Kali's gonna go down. She was not wanting that. She's the strongest one on their team.
Braum is coming back, and Caitlyn is waiting in the wings, but this might give Sex Panther a chance to sort of even up some of that gold difference. They are probably going to be able to take out the dragon here, no problem.
Caitlyn, I think, is hoping for.
Slain the dragon.
Caitlyn was hoping
Didn't get
for a
it.
steal, but that smite takes it out too quick. And Teemo goes for mid lane. He's
Teemo
tired
again
of taking
doing
out all
as
the
he
towers.
pleases.
Teemo's just tired of taking out all the towers top. He decides to move somewhere else.
Teemo doesn't care about killing champions. Teemo only kills towers.
Blue team's turret.
That turret is going to go down. Sex Panther is starting to reel this back in. They're not completely out of it, that's for sure. They are actually leading in gold by 100. Despite being down 5 kills. They are up a tower. Too.
Wow, I
And they are
didn't
even
even
on
notice
dragons
that.
now.
That's
God, now the gold's even. Now they're up 200. Yeah, I think Teemo is probably the scariest one on the team right now. But Tristana can be too once she gets going.
yeah. It's kind of funny because
And so could
Tristana
Kha'Zix.
is the one that I would think would be more of the split pusher, and it's been all Teemo this game.
Teemo got
which
an
is-
edge on Pantheon though. No one's come up to bother him.
Yeah,
He's been able to
Pantheon
just do as
hasn't
he wanted.
Pantheon hasn't had the help, and he's done remarkably well considering. But
Oh,
Pantheon's
3 on the
gonna go
Pantheon.
down
He is
here.
going to go down here.
Wow, he
I don't
is
think they
able to-
expected him to run that way. There it goes. He got a lot of damage out on the Kha'Zix though.
Yeah, but I think he almost finished his combo though, so he was done. I think, or just about out of steam. Ooh,
Rengar, that might have been a bad move. Kali flashing around. the wall.
Rengar and Akali thought they were going to be able to do a 2v3, and it just did not work. She's going to go after Teemo. I thought she
Almost
had
blew
it,
up
too.
Teemo.
Teemo's
Ignite
actually
is still
bleeding,
ticking down
but-
on him.
but he doesn't.
He's
it
gonna make it
wears
out
off.
okay though. Sex Panther starting to turn this game around, starting to reel it back in. Still down on kills, but they are up the turret and they are up on gold.
3 minutes
Pantheon's
ago,
the next
that-
target.
3 minutes ago, I think that, or maybe 4, that team fight probably would have gone in favor, I think, of Akali and Rengar.
I think so.
But they evened up more so, and on
Now
top of
Tristana
that,
on the split push down bottom, but Caitlyn is gonna show up and scare her off. Killing words. Twelve had a very strong start in this game, but they seem to have lost a little bit of steam as Sex Panther started to get more into this fight.
yeah.
I mean, Teemo continuing to push those towers and get a little bit of, you know, global gold for his team
Teemo.
as they were fighting. and
Teemo doing
big help.
whatever he wants.
Teemo's not normally the champion I think of when I think of a champion doing whatever they want.
No, and the other thing to note here, actually, I was just going to say Purple Team has,
Oh, Tristana is not in a good place right now. Braum is gonna miss.
excellent
Zyra's in.
escape, though.
Kali's gonna jump in. It's knocked back by Tristana. Now Skarner's here.
And they grab it from Akali. She's going to be able to...
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Caitlyn did manage to take out a turret while this is going on. Braum is gonna go down. Good net from Caitlyn. Skarner is right on after Rengar. Oh, Tristana
Oh,
might still go down.
Skarner's going to
No.
go down, though. Zyra is right there. Kha'Zix is going to go
Kha'Zix
after
is in.
Rengar. Rengar goes after Zyra, and
Zyra's gonna go
Zyra
down.
Kha'Zix
Kha'Zix
is
on
taking out
Caitlyn.
now.
And Teemo's still doing whatever Teemo wants. That was a crazy turnaround.
It was. I mean, it still didn't go in the favor, I think, of 12th, but
Blue team's
it
turret
was
has been
so.
destroyed.
It was still quite.
I mean, a turnaround for Sex Panther that started off that fight looking like they were going to lose Tristana and running away.
Yes, Tristana had 2 great escapes there, and
Well, a great escape for her and a great save for Zyra, knocking
Yeah.
Kali back. It was very well played by Sex Panther, and they are definitely completely back in this game now. We're even on kills. They are 1 turret ahead and some gold ahead. Not sure 12th expected to be looking at an even game right now at 24 minutes based on how they started.
no, and this is exactly what they wanted to, because they're more late game champions, so they're really starting to build up at this point, and I don't think it's at the point where anybody is falling off for 12th Legion, and I don't know if they really have champions that really fall off too hard either. But they're more early and mid game champions, so they're just not gonna do much better, I think.
A couple clutch dodges come out from Sex Panther, especially from Tristana. I mean, they're playing very well mechanically right now. Dragon is back up. This is going to be our next win with this, I think. Starting to do the dragon dance. Sex Panther is going to back away from it, though. Might be trying to bait 12th in here for it. Gotta clear out some of those rooms. Just missing everything. Sex Panther is going to go start the dragon now. Zyra and Kha'Zix off to the side to distract 12. The rest of the team does the dragon. The dragon's going to go down.
Pantheon dropping down. Does decent amount of damage, but not as much as I was expecting. And Caitlyn's ult kind of useless. It was shot into a crowd of people. And then Caitlyn goes down.
Triple kill.
Pantheon is going to escape here,
2 for
but
4
he's
is not
the
what they
only one
wanted.
alive.
No, Sex Panther did manage to pull them in for that just the way they wanted to.
Right.
They're able to grab the dragon and then still collapse right onto 12 and really do a lot of damage.
One thing I want to point out, which is pretty impressive at 27 and a half minutes in, is Teemos has yet to die.
You are correct, sir. Caitlyn also does not have a kill to her credit.
Ooh, she
Force.
does have actually both the CS for both AD carries is quite amazing. And Tristana's just went up a huge amount in seconds. But
Teemo and Pantheon way up there too.
Yeah, Pantheon almost at 200, Teemo at 188. Actually, Kha'Zix 164. It just really impressive numbers up there for most people, except for the 2 supports and Skarner.
Yeah, Rengar's got a way more CS than Skarner does right now. But Skarner is really starting to matter in those fights. No kills to his credit either, but
He's not really meant to.
Zyra does have 3 kills on the team. But yeah, no kills onto Caitlyn. That is not good for them. She does have 4 assists. Oh, we've got a pause.
Not really a reason given. Oh, well, unfortunately, um, real world happens, I guess.
No, that shouldn't take too long.
Excellent point.
These are the benefits of, like playing in a studio.
I understand 12's concern there. I think, yeah, because,
No, it's valid.
if this was LCS, they take pausing very seriously. Um, so I do understand their concern, and there's no way for us to verify this, but
They also play
we
in a studio environment without the potential for any real-world interruptions necessarily.
exactly. So I, I hate that this happens, but like I said, real world gets in the way sometimes, I guess.
I'm glad I don't have to go outside and move my car for anything. There's a bear abouts. I don't really want to run into a bear in the
Sure.
middle of the night.
You should try to give him a bear hug if you see him.
Yeah, that'll go well. He was headed to the Ritas nearby earlier.
I'm meeting up with him at Charlie's other brother later.
Oh, that's good to know.
This could wind up working in the favor of 12th Legion, though, because Sex Panther has been on a really strong comeback lately. And this pause could really break up the momentum that they've been building, and it could give time for 12th Legion to really get refocused and reprioritize what they need to do. So I'm hoping, since they're not pleased with the pause, that they're at least trying to capitalize on it. Since they're not the ones that called the pause, and they're not thrilled with the reason for the pause.
And we are back into it. Well, also for Sex Panther there, if they didn't remember how to get up and walk away from their machine, it can also sort of throw them off their game a little bit, getting out of it. So we'll see.
Right.
Another fight coming out from Brahms.
No deaths there. I was not expecting that. It was-
Next minute is right onto the Baron.
That's a good idea too, and getting someone like Teemo to back up and
Drop
keep
his mushroom.
coming in. That's they're gonna take down Baron quickly with Tristana and Teemo there.
Slain Baron Nashor.
Oh, Skarner is
Skarner
gonna
running into
catch up to
Pantheon.
Pantheon, and he's gonna hold him and
Pull him
bring
right
him
back to
towards
Teemo. And Tristana's on her way down too.
Is he
Doing
gonna
a lot
go
of
down?
damage.
Yes, he is.
I don't think he had any hope of getting away from that one.
Once he got grabbed, it was pretty much gone.
Good net to get away there from Caitlyn. They are pushing this bottom lane hard.
Been destroyed.
That turret's gonna go down. Looks like Teemo's scaring Rengar off up top too.
I think Rengar's just backing up because of what's going on in bottom lane. And potentially mid lane too. Kha'Zix
Holly's gonna
clearing
go
it out,
down.
and Skarner's there too.
Tristana is as well. Rengar is gonna scare them off. Zyra's gonna make it out from the bottom lane. And Teemo is still doing what Teemo wants. Caitlyn and Rengar heading up towards Teemo.
If the two of them do something, Brom's there
There are
too.
3 right now.
Unfortunately, they're not able to grab him though.
Teemo is gonna duck his way out of there. He's not out of danger yet.
Oh, he was not expecting the sight there.
But he's gonna make it away still. And he's gonna go take out the high ward.
Rengar leaping onto Teemo
Zyra's
there,
right
but
behind her.
he's
In
not
comes
able to do
Skarner.
any damage. At this point, nobody, and I do mean nobody, is able to solo Teemo. Akali and Rengar are the two strongest in their team, and Rengar came nowhere near able to solo Teemo.
Kha'Zix has gotten going now, is putting out a good bit of hurt on the Pantheon. Ooh, but Akali's still doing a lot of damage there.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Bottom inhibitor turret is gonna go down though, and they are onto the inhibitor. Braum is there, and so is Pantheon.
Yeah.
And Akali, it looks like they are gonna back off. Caitlyn's come back with her home guards on.
Akali leaps onto there, and
Teemo is gonna take out Caitlyn though.
she's gonna go down though.
Purple team double kill.
3 people killed. Now's the perfect time to push, and this might be with 30 seconds for 2 of them.
Been destroyed.
This could potentially, I don't think it's going to be, could potentially be the end of the game though.
I feel like it showed Caitlyn's picture for both when Caitlyn and when Akali were killed.
Blue team's
On my
turret
screen, at
has
least.
been destroyed.
One Nexus turret down. A lot of damage coming out all over the place. Pantheon's gonna go down.
Blue team's turret has been
Second,
destroyed.
inner
Second
tower,
Nexus turret.
and I think that's game.
They're all low. Up there is going to be a surrender coming out. Or did they do the damage that quickly?
I didn't see a surrender. I think they did the
No,
damage.
neither did I. I thought they did do the damage. I was waiting to see Zyra go down, and I was thinking they might be able to scare them out. Guess not.
That was a really good turnaround for Sex Panther there. And
That really
just
was,
12
especially after the start of the game.
12th Legion, that was such a good game because 12th Legion did so well. Excuse me. 12th Legion did so well early game, and even mid game they were still doing pretty well. It's just I think they just weren't able to get their team fights going the way they wanted. They weren't able to shut down Teemo. That was huge. Teemo still never died, and he
And
just
Caitlyn
was
ended
dealing
that
so
game.
much damage.
And Caitlyn ended that game with no kills.
Yeah, as an AD carry, that's just
They were able to shut Caitlyn down and not really get anything out of her. And I mean, Teemo was able to shut down Pantheon pretty hard up in the top lane.
and
Top lane
this-
Teemo did really well for them tonight.
I think Pantheon did a good job though against Teemo. It really mismatched and
He wasn't
really
getting a lot of help when he needed it either. The team was elsewhere, protecting other lanes.
I think
And Teemo
Pantheon
was able to sort of force Pantheon out, yeah.
he wasn't really he didn't die all that much. I think he
No, he
died.
was playing smart.
Yeah, he did a really good job considering the fight he was up against. Caitlyn, she was outmatched as well because, like I said, Tristana and Zyra had the minion clear. And unfortunately, though, she just was not able to get any traction at all.
Okay, so now that's 2 games to Sex Panther, which means they do take the night. But 12th Legion isn't out of it yet. What this means is from this first round, they drop into the losers bracket. And Sex Panther advances to the semifinals. So now on Tuesday, we will have the other 2 teams play, which will be, Zero Tolerance and...
Resonant OP.
Thank you. Zero Tolerance and Resonant OP. So the loser from that game will go on to play 12th in the first round of the losers bracket. The winner from that game will go on to play Sex Panther in the semifinal. So we will be back with the other quarterfinal match on Tuesday. That'll be a best out of 3 again between Zero Tolerance and Resnet OP. So until then, I didn't come up with anything to say after that.
Well, have a good night, have a good weekend, and enjoy your matches, Summoners.